What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Here we are again, night 2. That's 2 for 2. I haven't streamed in a while. I'm trying to get back into it. This is my second night in a row. I'm probably only going to stream for a few hours. It is the last night of the year, so Happy New Year's, everybody. I figured I'd do just a little bit, see who pops in, and say hi, Happy New Year, all that stuff. I'm going to pull the chat up here. I'll make sure volume's down. Alright. Looks like we're good to go. So, I think I'm going to paint in the dark first. The whole thing. And then do the other colors from the edge in. I think that would be the best. I'm not quite sure. I'm not 100% sure on that. But these are new paint. Well, 2 of them are new paint. The light color is not new, and there's... Oh yeah, there's plenty in there. These things are always a pain to get open. And there's probably like a slice somewhere that I don't know about. I'm not seeing or whatever. That would break it easy, maybe. Alright, well. Let's work smarter, not harder. Oh, my fingernails are dirty. But that's what happens when you're an artist. Fingernails always seem to be dirty. There we go. And my OCD, like, look at it. It ripped off but left this ring, and that will drive my OCD nuts. Can't have it there. There we go. Much better. Much better. So what brushes do I have in here? I don't think I need the... Oh, well, you know what? Let me leave the small ones in there because it might be good for certain areas of detail. But I kind of want this one to start. Alrighty. Get some of that gray. This is dark granite. I think that was the darkest gray they had at Walmart. I could darken it up, obviously, but I'm not going to. I just want to color it in. Let me get there's a paper. Make sure there's paint on all the bristles. I'm not even sure if that's really a thing I need to do, but it's a thing I do. I think I remember being told or hearing it from a professional artist, like to always keep your bristles moist, and make sure you put them in the water a lot. Don't let them get gunked up. Like I got stray hair. I don't know if anybody can see that. Like. Oh, I guess I need some scissors. I just don't want it to accidentally get paint outside of where I want the paint. And those strays will, at times, really screw you over. Oh shit, what's up, Curtis? Are you home? Please tell me you're home. I hope you're home. I know what it's... I know the lifestyle, man, but I hope you're home for the new year, you know? And if you're not, I hope you're warm and safe and able to Skype or whatever with your family. if you make a big deal out of it, I don't know. Oh, you in Buffalo tonight? Oh, no worries, man. It's not the last year of our lives, you know. It's just a year. I know your family is with you in spirit and you in kind. Like, the main thing is just make sure you're safe out there, man. I don't know how the conditions are, but you do know. Well, you remember, I think you've seen the pictures when I jackknifed the truck. I was upstate New York, outside Syracuse. So, slow and low is the tempo, homie, when it's snow out, man. Because it wasn't even bad out when I got. The wind got me, man. Yeah, that wasn't fun, man. I'm traumatized. I won't drive the truck in the winter no more. I mean, I'll drive the truck. I'm not scared to drive the truck. I just don't want to drive in the winter. Nope. I'm all set, man. I'm all set with that. All set. So are you 3 hour? Do you drive at night? You shut down? Are you in a day cab, or are you actually running a sleeper? Because if you're in a day cab, then you can't be in the truck at night. You gotta be indoors or something. That's the law. So squalls on the way up here. Yeah, dude. Dude. And the closer you are to that lake, I'm telling you, man. After I went back in the truck after the crash, and they sent me down that Erie Lake, I experienced weather unlike anything I've ever experienced in Rhode Island in our entire lives, and it was. Nope. Like I said, I'm not trying to run back out into the truck in the winter anymore, man. You know, my Uber and Lyft here in San Diego is, pays good. I'm just broke because I don't work enough. That's the drawback, is no boss, no clock. It's easy to be like, yo, I want to go do something fun. So I'm broke. I don't have good financing. Shit. Was supposed to be in the cannabis industry last year, but that fell through. Whatever. On to different things. JB Hunt. Oh yeah, Family Dollar is good, man. That's good shit. I know they paid a lot more than the 48 state solo that I was running. But that's to be expected. Like, that's just how the industry is. Oh, but the Family Dollar, you're unloading your own freight, right? That was the big deal about the Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, all those accounts where it was hands-on freight. You know me, I'm a little bitch. I was hands-off as much as possible. In the 3 years I was out there, I think I handled my freight 3 times. And it wasn't fun. 2,000-pound pallets. How many of them fit on there? Like 28 of them or some shit. Like, yo, by the time I got to the nose of the trailer, I was so spent. Yeah, all pieces unload. Yeah, that'll keep you fit though. That's a good workout, man. You're moving. You're moving all day with that. But that's good money though, I know those accounts pay good. And you have family, so, we gotta do what we gotta do, man. I get it. I mean, I don't have family, so I don't have that pressure, but I understand the pressure. Like, if you care anything about your family and your kids, and I know you do, because you like one of the most caring motherfuckers I've ever met. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I've ever known any drama with you and anybody, and like throughout the scene and stuff. I mean, I wasn't in it as much as you were in the same clip, but for real, like, I don't remember anybody having beef with Curtis. I mean, Curtis is a cool motherfucker. That's it. 24, 25, yep. Yeah, man. It's kind of crazy, still driving. My medical is lapsed right now. I have to go get a physical, which means I'm going to have to take a piss test, and I'm certainly not clean. especially not when it's in a legal state. But the trucking industry isn't going to want to know that you're doing it, I'm sure. But I do have a friend that doesn't smoke, and you know how that goes. We don't talk about nefarious activities on this stream, do we? So you're in the truck right now too? Are you in a at a stop waiting for a shower or the diner or something like that? Are you posted up? You ready to crash in the truck for the night? You know, sometimes I do miss, man, being in the truck. I ain't gonna lie. It was like camping. It was, you know, it had something to it, man. But too much at a time wasn't enough for me. But I am so glad that I did it. And I can honestly say that I achieved a childhood dream of mine to drive the big rigs, even though I might have forgot that was my childhood dream for the majority of my life. But that's how the universe works. What are you eating? You got your own food, or are you eating diner? You had a TA? What are the other ones? I still have my gas cards that have points and stuff on it, so when I go traveling, I can stop at the stops and grab something occasionally. The only truck stop we have here is a Flying J. Is it a Flying J? And it's down by the border. There's like, it's not close to here at all. But I've definitely stayed at it a few times just because I came to San Diego so much for my days off. Did I tell you, man, you gotta try and eat right out there too, homie, man. I pretty much lived off of Subway for years, like, just because it was the lesser of evils out there, man. You don't have good choices. It's terrible. The options that are available to you. When I do the diners, like the TA diner or whatever, the trucks, I usually just smash the salad bar and soup. It was nice and cheap, but I felt like I wasn't like completely screwing myself over. But like, oh, that Popeyes and McDonald's and Pizza Hut. Oh, I do like that Pizza Hut Alfredo. It's tough to eat right out here. Boy, it's tough, dude. It's almost impossible. Other than bringing your own stuff to make things, or you know, in stopping at the markets. But when you're on the run, man, like, what are you gonna do? I get that, man. I'm a lazy sucker. When I shut the truck down, I ain't trying to cook a meal. Sometimes I got to the point where I had chunky soups. I wouldn't even go in to heat them up. I just eat the cold soup right out of the can just because I'm like, I don't feel like getting out of this truck, especially in the winter. Bet your ass I had a pee bottle. More like a gallon bottle. Nasty motherfucker. But it beats going outside in the cold just to take a whiz. Oh wait, message retracted? Hold on. Oh, that's weird. No. Man. Girls, no. I made you a moderator so it won't. How can I not? Oh, my bad, dude. It shouldn't be. Message retracted. Oh, I don't know. Did you take it back? I'm not sure what that means. I feel like the chat filter or whatever might have. I thought I removed it. I don't want anybody not being able to say whatever they want to say unless it's some racist shit, and then you're not allowed in my stream, obviously. But I don't mind some off colors. Raunchy, push the boundaries. I mean, I don't mind racist jokes. I just don't want racism. Yo, what up, JC? Welcome back, man. You out walking the dog again? It's a little earlier, I know this time, but you gotta make sure you walk your dog, man. You don't want to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom with your bare feet to step in a pile of it. Yeah, there's nothing worse than stepping in pet shit in the middle of the night. Oh, that's something I don't miss about not having a pet. Or that's something I don't miss about having a pet, I guess. Yeah. However that saying goes. Nah. What do you, got anything planned for tonight, New Year's? Does your family get together and do anything? Do you go anywhere special? Do you, like, go watch fireworks or do the countdown at home? Be watching the last episodes of Stranger Things. Oh, nice. Yeah, man. This last season was pretty decent. I wasn't a fan of last season so much. I still have a hard time with the fact that in the first season, Homegirl's friend got killed, and it didn't seem like anybody cared about it. Like, it seemed weird. That poor girl. So ever since then, I have a hatred towards that main girl, the Elfie looking girl, just because she dissed her homegirl out, made her sit by the pool so she can go fool around with homeboy. Man, you never leave your homeboy for that. It ain't worth it. Your friends are more important than any foolery, any tomfoolery. You know what I'm saying? You don't leave your homegirl out by the pool like that. That was cold-blooded, and I've never forgave her for that. Straight up. I know, right? That was stupid. It was too... Oh, Curtis, alright, my brother. Have a good rest, and be safe out on the road, man. I love you. Happy New Year, and let's talk soon and catch up. What's crazy too is like Winona Ryder. I grew up with Winona Ryder. I'm an older guy, and so Winona Ryder's been around in my life in various movies, especially teeny bopper movies for me, because we're about the same age. I went over here, but I'm not a huge fan of her acting. Sometimes she doesn't make me believe. I don't know. And if that's your homegirl, like, I ain't trying to diss. Everybody interprets differently, but she's not a strong character for me on that show. Not as much as she was in, say, like Beetlejuice. Oh my God, I suck with names, so I'm forgetting all the movies with her in it right now. Like all the names, but she was she's one of those ones. You kind of have that star crush on because she was a teenage girl and she was a little awkward and unique. And when you're a little awkward and unique, other awkward and unique personality types, especially movie stars. But now I don't. No. Not for me. I do love the kids though. I think all the kids are really good. They hold the show together more than the adults. Now, the one character that's pretty strong, and you gotta love to hate him, is the bully, the brother, the stepbrother, the pool. The lifeguard, that guy. What a cheesy guy, like with the mustache and shit. But that was the way it was back in those days. Like, he's so cornball. But, like, he's such a D-bag. But he's a strong character. I hate to say it, like, he's a good actor. Alright, be right back, for sure. I don't know why I get so precise with this. I know that it's not even the last. There's gonna be more layers. It's like in my OCD thing, really. It's what it is. See, am I really wasting my time coloring in this with the dark? Because it's not even gonna be dark. I'll keep going over just a little. So there's some areas I really should be using the smaller brush for. Yeah, come on now. Let's not make a mockery of this. Wheel, wheel, wheel. Alright, I got this little one out specifically for these areas here. That's an awful lot of paint. I didn't need that much. Yo, welcome back, my brother. What were we talking about? Oh, we were on the Stranger Things. Yeah. What episode did you say you were on? Season 2 and 3, the homeboy Steve. Oh, yeah, for sure. Did you see the post-credit scene at the end of Season 3 with the second Demogorgon? I honestly can't say I remember, but I have terrible memory, man. I could have and just don't remember it. Do you know how many seasons there's supposed to be? I mean, there's going to be another one. There's got to be, but I wonder how many seasons it will turn out to be. I don't know if I should have, if I go over the lines that I made, I'm going to lose them, and then I'm going to end up forgetting to create it properly. Well, we'll see. I think maybe it would be better to just paint it all solid. It needs that coat. There's a teaser. Yeah, it's official. Season 4 is coming. Oh, nice. And there's a teaser trailer for it already. Cool. Who's your favorite character on the show? I did like the cop for a while, but man, sometimes his attitude's a little overbearing. Dude needs to chill out. I know he's in love with Winona, but yo, you're a little too jealous there, buddy, for no reason. Ain't your property. We appreciate you being protective, but slow your roll, homie. Like the way that he treats the girl. What is it? Is it 7 or 11? I know that sounded real stupid. I didn't mean to make her name into a freaking convenience store. I just forgot what number it was. Yo, what's up with 7-Eleven? I made myself chuckle on that one, didn't I? It was pretty stupid. I was like, is she 7 or 11? Clip it. Oh, you know what's supposed to arrive today, even though it's getting late, 6:30? My VR headset. My mother got me the Oculus Rift for Christmas. She mailed it out. It was supposed to be here today. I'm nervous because things get stolen, you know, and my roommate was home all day, I think, and he said nothing came. But it is Christmas. I know things get delayed. I don't even have the computer built for it yet, so it's not like I can use it, but I'm just excited to get it. Either Steve, Hopper, Dustin, or 11. It is 11. Okay, good. I knew it was one of those. I don't know where 7 came from. That might have been from something else. Do you game at all too? There was an 8 in season 2. Oh, well, yeah, they were all numbered, right? The kids were all numbered. That were in the research facility. And I feel bad for Homeboy, the little kid that's like infected with it or whatever, and he keeps having those messed up visions and stuff. Like, oh, I feel bad for him. He's caught a bad one. I mean, everybody else is freaking out, and you know, he's just kind of, but you know, when the things are inside your head is much worse than when they're outside your head. I'd rather see a demon coming at me than have a demon in my mind. Oh, it was a blackhead. Okay. There's nothing worse than demons in your head. You see them on the streets downtown San Diego here. There's a lot of mental health here. You see them battling their demons all the time. It's so sad. It's like something's going on inside their head, but we don't know what it is. There's nothing worse than that. I've had friends go a little nutty. Usually because of chemical substances. They, you know, when you mess around with drugs, you know, it's the risk you take, so it's better off not taking the risk in the end. Yeah, game I like to play, Call of Duty. I haven't done that one. Yeah, Battlefront. I was pretty heavy on the first Battlefront. I never got the second one. I have Apex Legends downloaded on my PS, and I've never played it. I downloaded it and never played it. I stopped playing the PlayStation a year ago because my sister had a kid and we played together a lot. And without her, I kind of just didn't play much by myself. But I'm in the process of kind of gaming again. I bought a couple recently, and I'm about to get the VR headset and build the computer rig. So I'm gonna have some gaming too, but I think I might do the gaming on Twitch and keep the art on YouTube. I don't know yet. We'll see. I might do the gaming and the art and whatever all on YouTube. Yo, what's up, Chicken Nugget? Long time, homie. Yo, Happy New Year, man. Last day of the year. I haven't streamed in forever, dude, and I know you play too. You a gamer. I think I told you on your thing that I got a couple solo wins on the PC with the keyboard and mouse. I was pretty surprised. All I need is my CPU, and I have my whole computer rig. I just gotta put it together. VR headset's supposed to be here. I got a new gaming mouse. Oh, it's exciting. The stream will be better. It'll be quicker, the quality will be better. I won't have to reduce the resolution so much to stream without buffering. It'll be dope. Oh, I haven't... the Borderlands was one... I did like Assassin's Creed. I completed the first one, and then I haven't had a chance to play many after that. Like I said, as I get older, I don't game as much. Yeah, what was it about? Assassin's Creed, and then Borderlands. I played the first Borderlands. There was something about that cell shading style of graphics that doesn't sit right with me. I kind of like more of the realistic, like the Battlefront, Battlefield, Call of Duty. Like visually, those are a little bit better. Where that weird cell shading is so, I don't know. I feel like it's visual ASMR. They say ASMR sort of like it kind of you're affected by it if it works. When I play those type of games and those type of graphics make me feel funny. I don't know if that's just me being weird or if I'm not alone, but it's something weird about those graphics. Oh god, that was so long ago. I just remember it being like a cell shaded, like first person, like a space Grand Theft Auto-y kind of running around. God, the first one was so long ago. It's not the only game I've ever played with the cell shading graphics, though. I know some racing games that I've played had those type of graphics. I wasn't a fan on the racing games either. Oh, I just sort of went the wrong way with the brush, and it's alright. Outlines will fix that stuff. The lighting at my desk for this is so bad too, because it's coming straight down on the piece, so all it's doing is reflecting back into my eye. I need to get some type of angled piece. I'm not a fan of painting on an easel when it's straight up. I like painting downwards, but the drawbacks is you tend to smudge stuff with the palms of your hands a lot. Yeah, alright, that's cool, man. Yo, Red Dead Redemption. Damn, I can't even say that right now. I played the first one. The story's good. I didn't complete it because there was too much horse riding. The second one, I've watched some streams. The graphics are unbelievable. The snow graphics, the physics in the snow are some of the best I've ever seen in a game. Straight up. Even before it was released, they were showing the snow physics, and I was thoroughly impressed. And I hear the storyline, like even the first one, I'm sad that I didn't finish it because I heard that the story, to completion was one of the best stories written in a video game. And I do love, I do like the stories. Nice progress, girl. Holy crap. Yeah, this is moving along. I've been working on this one though for a little while, Nugget. I keep putting it up on the wall, whatever. This is the one that I just finished in the other stream though, and this is the canvas. I finally got around to doing the canvas for the 200 subscriber appreciation, dude. Like, I stalled out hard because I didn't even want to get to 400 yet, because then it means I got to do another canvas. So I haven't promoted, I haven't posted anything. I've been like, don't subscribe. I'm like the only person who doesn't want to get more subscribers too fast, because I want to do everything in steps. And I'm so behind on everything. And then I got depressed and I didn't do anything. I wasn't doing any art. I played some video games. That's when you seen this the SimCity sort of pop up on my channel. That was like the beginning of my depression. I do turn to video games when I want to check out of reality in society, and I get antisocial sometimes. So I turn to video games. So far what I'm excited for is when I get the new computer rig, I am going to be streaming games too. But I bought on Steam, it was on sale, a bundle sale around Cyber Monday, I think it was. It was like $40 for like all of the Tomb Raider games, from the first one all the way up to like not the most recent, not the newest one. But I've loved the Tomb Raider series since the very first one, so I'm gonna stream it from beginning to end, like in sequence, like on Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I never got through them all. I played through quite a few of them, but not all of them. And so I'm excited to kind of relive that nostalgia of Tomb Raider again. The only games that I have been streaming on Twitch a few times, because this laptop is terrible. I can't play anything graphic heavy, so I've been looking for cheapo, like 6-bit, 8-bit kind of games. But I did get a first-person shooter one the other day I thought would be like not so heavy, called Blood and Bacon. PS4 Spider-Man is really good as well. Yeah, I've seen some videos of that. I played through a few of the Spider-Mans on PS3. Yeah, and that was back in 2008. I was bartering with people for my artwork, so I would paint you a canvas or something if you had some video games to give me. So I had mad PS3 video games. And yeah, so I remember playing through the Spider-Mans on the PS3. Now, when they come out with a virtual Spider-Man, like a VR Spider-Man, yo, we're gonna have to check that out. For real. I have a couple VR games that I have in my wish list on Steam that look pretty badass. I'm excited for it, dude. Like, it's gonna be fun. I just hope I don't get motion sickness in the VR. Then I would have spent all that money for nothing. Well, not nothing, because it's good for the video editing and other games. But, yeah, if I can't use the Oculus, then that was a waste, really. What am I doing here? Let me not fuck up. I am right there. Alright, I see how that is. My word, depression sucks. I get a lot. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Yeah, depression does suck, dude. And you know what? I've at a time had to get on medication. Not heavy, because I hate medication. But I needed a little help. And I did, and it helped me. And I got a job, and I felt better, and stuff like that. And to be honest, I haven't felt depressed since then, which was 2014 was probably the end of it. And I've done really good, and I've learned to sort of get myself out of depression. Like when I feel it coming on, I know a lot of it is mind driven, so if you can stop yourself from like kind of thinking about the bad things that perpetuate the depression, you can kind of get out of it. This time I was not able to. It was right after Halloween. I don't know if you guys saw the time-lapse video of the Halloween piece that I did there with the lightning and everything, man. I'm telling you, that piece drained me. It was right after that when I got hit. I didn't want to do anything anymore. I didn't even know what to do with life anymore. I like pumped so much energy into that piece. I didn't get out of bed for like 2 weeks. Seriously, like, it was bad. I'm just now starting to come back. That's why you see me streaming and I'm arting again. Like, I haven't done anything in a minute. It was pretty bad. So yeah, man, it's not good. You know, and anytime you feel down or whatever and I'm streaming, you come talk to me, man, because I know. And like I said, a lot of it's in head driven, and then it pushes the emotion, and then the emotion makes you think about it more, and then you think about it more and it makes the emotion worse, and then you're caught, and then you can't get out once you're in the hole. So we say, right? One thing I have found also works is try to stay focused. Keep yourself busy, hobby, even with the drawing. Even when you feel like nothing is going to bring you enjoyment and you're just like, I don't feel like doing anything. It's at that moment you really got to force yourself to do anything. Anything that will get your mind off of whatever it is that's driving the depression. Number one rule. I do both, arting and farting. We just finished Stranger Things season. Oh, nice. Oh, The Office. American or British version of The Office, though. They're both good. I've watched through all the American version. I have not watched through all of the British version. But I do like, I usually know his name there, the British guy. Richie Gervais, I think, it's something like that. Ricky Gervais. Ricky. What's crazy, I want to see, I kind of want to watch that Jack Reacher show, because it has that dude from The Office in it, and I've never seen him in anything other than being sarcastic and funny. And I hear that Jack Reacher's really good. I got a hole I'd like to fall into. Psh, too late. You still trying to climb out. Is it Jack Ryan? Yeah. It's on Prime, I think. Was it a Prime show, I believe? Yeah, see how... Oh, well, I don't know if you guys can see it that close, but... Acrylic paint doesn't work well on certain spray paint that has a lot of oil base to it. It sort of breaks the paint down and makes it bead. You gotta put a bunch of coats on. It's kind of a pain. I'm out, baby, and I'm loving it. Yeah, right. I see the face too, like that. Fucking loving it. I'm out, baby. Thirsty. Wish I had a soda. I should have stopped and got a soda on the way back. I grabbed a couple yesterday, but I drank them already. And all I have is cram. You know what? I could start on a cocktail. It is New Year's, huh? I should have a cocktail on stream. New Year's cocktail with everybody. Season 3 on which one? They already had season 3. We were talking about Stranger Things, but they already had season 3 on Stranger Things. What else? What else were we talking about that has seasons? Oh, the Jack Ryan. Yeah. I haven't even watched any of them yet, so I don't know. But I hear it's really good. I'm just like not trying to get too involved in any series. Though I have been watched sort of through The Mandalorian recently. That was the most. Where Anthony? They're still in Houston. They're with her family. Out in Houston. I haven't heard from her either. I text her and she hasn't responded. I wanted to see if she, they wanted to chime into the stream while I was on so I can say Happy New Year. Some of the music on this channel is a little cheesy for my taste. I like a little darker. A little darker. This is like happy. Whee! When I'm drawing and painting, I like dark stuff. Yes, Houston. We have a problem. Well, they have a problem because we're not in Houston. Yeah, darker is good. I don't know why I keep dodging these lines. I already told... it's funny, I did all those lines for whatever reason, and now I'm painting over them. But so I'm not sure if I should have did. I can always put them back, though. It's fine. I just think it was taking up too much time trying to be meticulous at getting around them. I don't want to go outside the line either. How do you live stream? I use OBS. It's Open Broadcast Studio. But if you Google search OBS Studio, it'll come up. It's a free program. And all it really is a program that allows you to take all your input sources, your cameras, your microphones, your screen captures, your game captures, all that stuff, and organize it on the screen the way you want to. So like all the words on the screen, the new sub, the recent sub, all that stuff. That's like one thing that I can shut on and off at will if I want. Anything I want to shut on and off, I can. And you sort of build scenes. I need to build other scenes for when I go away from the computer, like a be right back scene, that kind of thing, or a show starting. I had them before, but I deleted everything to start over. And I just haven't gotten around to rebuilding because I haven't been streaming and I've been depressed, and you know how that goes. We just talked about it. But that's all 2019 news. No more depression in 2020. Knock that shit out. Depression. Ain't nobody got time for that. I do those lines. That's how the whole starts. You are dumb. I'll have to ban you from chat. Like, come on now. This is a PG-13 stream. I couldn't even get that out with a straight face. 'Cause we adult AF. I'm too dumb to be an adult. And I don't mean dumb as in stupid. I mean dumb as in stupid. Stupid with 2 O's. I'm not stupid with you in it. Ah. That was a good one. Have you ever had Red Bull? I have, by itself. I'm not a fan. It's like liquid bubble gum sugar crack overload. But when you mix the Red Bull vodka, those are kind of good. Though they're not good to drink. I mean, it's an upper and a downer. It's not good if you are depressive. But they taste good. No, I do cranberry tequila, of all things, right? Which reminds me, I should probably get one. You know, I have some Sierra Mist right here. That would be good with some cranberry and tequila in it. Not bad as in bad, but bad meaning good, yeah. Oh my god, I love it. Like, just straight up you like it, JC? Just like the can? The regular flavor? Whew. That's gnarly, dude. That's just thinking about it makes me like pucker. These white lines are killing my OCD right now, so white line, white specks be gone. So I don't want to lose my place here. I'm doing it here now. All right, let's do that. I think I need to rinse out this brush again. Robitussin, you know what? I like NyQuil. I ain't gonna lie. I'll take a shot of NyQuil even when I'm not sick. Something about like right before it kicks your booty to sleep is like, it's fun. I shouldn't be talking like that. Don't do the things I say, kids. That was bad information. Like, Robitussin isn't good. Neither is NyQuil. Don't do it. You didn't hear it from me. I'll deny it. I'm thinking about temporarily dyeing my hair. Well, you know, since your hair grows out, it's always temporary. I'm thinking about putting dreadlocks in mine. Let's do it. Let's go for it. I've dyed my hair so many colors, man. Like, just do it. If you don't like it, it grows out. Shave it off, whatever. You're stuck with it for a little while, or have them dye it a different color. Ain't nothing. My mother was a beautician, so she used to dye my hair all the time. I was a raver too, so you know how that goes. Anytime I can have my hair all funky, I would. What if I have any pictures of that? Personally, I think I do. I don't know if I have them digitally. Most likely I do somewhere. I think it's on an external drive. I'd be able to pull it up if I had the drive connected and I knew exactly where it was. Oh, I'm shaky this way. I need a handicap because I got Parkinson's. Ah, I'm shaking. I know I'm in the camera, I know I'm in the camera, I know I'm in the camera, but I had to get an overhead look. My bad. The light was just hitting it in a way that I just couldn't see what the hell I was painting right there, so my bad. I think I had the hat on, you just see a full head of hair. What color should I do? Well, what's your favorite color? Or like, what color are your eyes? It's always a good color to go with is your eyes. Light blue on the sides, blue in the middle. That's dope. Dude, anything you do will be cool because, like, it's different. And you don't know until you try. You might like it, you might not. I'll tell you, one thing you might not want to do is, you know, I'm not sure how old you are, but it might be a little while. But don't dye your hair purple before you go to your girlfriend's senior prom. Their parents are not usually happy about that. But it matched my purple tuxedo jacket. Because that's how I went to her prom. I never went to my prom. I didn't like my high school. I wouldn't have went to my prom. And I wouldn't go to any reunion. It wasn't special like that for me. I got kind of picked on a little bit my freshman year at high school. Just because I was different and everybody else was the same. But did anybody else get a 2-page spread in the new the yearbook? No, I did. Yeah. And pick on me all you want for being different, but I was unique, and I got recognized by my school for it. Well, I was for my skateboarding, really, because I was more dedicated to it than anybody else that was around me. So they always saw me as the head of the group of the skaters. So they did a 2-page spread on me in the yearbook. Was that sophomore, freshman? I'm not sure if it was freshman or sophomore year. I like this track. I like that little organ keys right there. You know what other game too I almost bought to play again that I've already gone through? Was the Dead Island games. I love bashing some zombie heads with some melee weapons. And it was on sale. I've already played through them. I had Platinum on PlayStation. Platinum Trophy. Like, I 100% those games because they were so much fun. It's like... It's one of the very few games that I've actually played through multiple times because I enjoyed it that much, and it was not enough the first playthrough. And then playing co-op with people was super fun. I'm waiting for Dead Island 2 to come out eventually. It was supposed to come out 2 years ago. I think, let's see, or like red, orange, and yellow, kind of like fire. Dude, that would be awesome. That's some like Yu-Gi-Oh sort of what's that other one where they always charge up and they get all the electricity around them and stuff. Oh, I'm terrible with names. That's all it is. It's like I know the shows, I just can't remember the damn names when I want to. But yeah, it'd be like that. You go Super Saiyan. That'd be dope. I always did purples and greens personally. Purple was my favorite color, and green was now my favorite color. Well, I like all colors, but yeah, green is heavy. Heavy rotation. Plus my eyes are hazel, so it sort of makes them stick out. Interesting, I kind of screwed that up a bit right there, didn't I? Alright, that's alright. We can fix it. Alright. Though I shouldn't be doing this area down here already. It's a bit premature. Because I haven't done the top part yet. Well, it doesn't matter. I'll get to it. I'm just always afraid I'm going to put my palm in something if I don't pay attention. I'm 12, almost 15, and that's a ways away. You say it's a ways away, but dude, it goes by pretty damn quick. You won't be saying in a couple years, you'll be like, damn, where did it all go? Yeah. It seems like the future is so far out until you're on the other side of the fence and you're just like, oh, wasn't that far away. I want to go back and stay there a little bit longer. I don't know what time I want to go. I said it's only 7 o'clock. Well, this is why I kind of feel like having a cocktail now, I guess. Though I haven't even said I was going for sure, like, you know. But I think I would feel shitty if I don't know. I don't do something. But I can't say I want to be around all those people either. Having superficial conversations about nothingness. Where have you been? How is it? Or it's not even going to be, because they all think they know where we've been and what we've been doing. It's just going to be like a judgment show. Fucking stupid. So tired of it. You know, I sat here thinking, why didn't I get invited back to paint? You know, Dirty Kevin and everybody, and last year. And then when Jay and Julia reached out today to invite me to their house party because they ain't part of Bloom, all made sense. All made sense why. All that time I was like, oh, I was feeling a little, you know, disappointed because expectations are a killer. And lo and behold, they ain't even part of it. It's kind of crazy. I'm going to customize a pair of black Converse. That's cool. I haven't done shoes yet. I have my crewmate, my graffiti crewmate. He's been murdering shoes now for years, dude. Like, yeah, man. He's been doing all kinds of pop art on shoes. Rick and Morty, Aliens, Predator, like, killing it. I know he gets a little bit like, damn, I've been doing shoes forever. I want to, but it's income, you know. It's what he does. I haven't had a hat order in quite some time, but I haven't been pushing my art either. So there you go. Let's see. What time we go? Let's dance. Yeah, man. Well, who cares? Look at you. Why is it always don't get out the starting gate or you're like a fucking rocket? Yeah, nigga. Where's the baby steps? Where's the ease back into it? I mean, don't let me stop you from going. You want to go early, whatever, man. Like, if I show up, I show up. It ain't no thing. I'm not trying to make a big deal out of it, to be honest. I mean, it's 2020. It's crazy. It's the end of a decade, you know. It's like, it's not going to happen again. At least not for another 10 years. Who knows if we'll be around then. Doo-doo. I haven't danced in a while. Shit. Rusty ass. And Jay and Julia's, you know, I love them, and, you know, that would be fun, but I also know that it's gonna be a little bit of a rager there. I know they go hard, too. Wouldn't have to stay. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah. I'm a mess. I never know what I want to do. I'm lucky that I'm even getting up and going to work and doing that well right now. Like, I got up at 7:49 today before my alarm went off, and I stayed awake. I got up I made breakfast. I ate. I got dressed. I was out on the road by 10 o'clock today. I made 135 by 4 o'clock today. I was done with my day. I couldn't have asked for better, dude. And then I got home, second day streaming in a row. The schedule's working for me right now. Yep. I still need to do exercise though. That's the one major hump to get over in the mornings. But I'm wondering if I should just do it in the evening when I get home instead of morning, because it's so chilly in the morning. And I felt a little bit more energetic. Though I kind of want to start streaming as early as I possibly can. I want to get on before like all the other streamers get on and take away the viewers. Because even I have streamers I watch at the same time, like that I usually watch now. If I'm not streaming or doing something, I'd be watching a streamer. So we all sort of stream at the same time. Some of the game streaming we'll be able to do together, but not the art. And art isn't like a channel where you usually sit around the whole time. You kind of come in, lurk, go somewhere else, come in, lurk, and see the progress in chunks. Unless we're in a conversation, and then people do. Try to clear. I didn't go early. I'm a nap boo. Yeah, I know you'll nap. I'm the gate. What's the gate? I don't know what the gate. You're not the gate. You got any ideas? Ideas for what? The hair? I don't know. Like the fire is kind of cool, but man, I don't know. That's a hard one because anything goes, and I love all colors and abstract and like. But if you have like I don't know how your school is with things like that. Some schools are don't allow you to do crazy like certain things. I don't know, so you have to be careful of that too. But if that's not a worry, then what color is your hair now? Like what color natural that you wear every day kind of deal? Because I'm assuming you've never dyed your hair yet. Oh, you homeschooled. Interesting. Cool. So, alright. Well, you don't have to worry about that element, I guess. You can do whatever you want to do, man. Now, there's always going to be people when you leave your home and your hair is different. You're going to have people who are going to not react to it well. And even if they don't mean to be mean, sometimes their ignorance comes out pretty, bad. And you just can't really care about that kind of stuff because you can't please everybody. Everybody's not going to love you. Somebody's going to hate your hair. And someone might hate it enough to actually say something like an asshole. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever you do, you always got to be prepared for that in the long run. But don't ever let that ever stop you from doing whatever you want to do. Never. You will be living in fear your whole life and you will die unhappy. So, especially when you're young and you get in less trouble for doing things like that and your boss isn't going to fire you because you come in one day with a nose ring in and he makes you put a band-aid on it while you're working, because I didn't care that I wanted the jewelry. I wanted the piercing. Tell me what I can and can't do. But it comes at a price too. Secure jobs. If you want a home and a family, then you better get a good education to get a good job. Plain and simple. I didn't do well with the education, so now I don't have a high-paying job. Even the truck driving was okay, but it was a lot of time on the road, so even with all that money, I couldn't do anything. I was on the road all the time. It's boring. So I came back to San Diego and I blew through my credit cards and I burned through my savings. I've emptied out my 401 and, you know, I had to gaff about it because, you know, it's just, sometimes you just gotta live. Live before you die. But I also have a loose tooth that I can't afford to go take care of because I don't have dental. So you have to deal with that shit too. So, you know, it's pros and cons to lifestyles. Most people would look at my lifestyle and not look at it in a positive way or, you know, unsuccessful lifestyle. But not to me, not to my soul, not to my spirit. I don't mind being broke typically because money is not everything, but money is a way to live. You got a base that you have to reach. You know, you might not be able to buy that Bentley, but you gotta buy that ramen, that pack of ramen noodles to eat. Sort of brown is the hair color. Well, brown and green always go well together. They're complementary. Red and browns, depending. I have auburn highlights, so red goes well with my skin tone. It usually works. Brown, though, if you want to do light colors, it's a pain because then you got to bleach out the darkness of the brown before you can put the light color in. And I also have dark hair. So anytime I wanted to dye it, I'd have to bleach it out and then put the color in. And it's not really good for your scalp, your hair follicles. If you do it too much, you'll burn the follicles and then your hair will fall out unnaturally. So just be aware of that too. There's also, if you want, there's semi-permanent. We used to use it called Manic Panic. And it's a dye we used to get at, it was a music store, not Sam Goody's. It was another one, but it was a semi-permanent. You put it in. The only other thing is it washes out into your bathtub and stuff, and if you don't realize it, you'll get it on your towels and your bath mat. And my aunt wasn't very happy after I kind of did that to her bathroom the first time my cousin and I dyed our hair purples with it. But it's called Manic Panic dye that you can get if you want to try something that's not so drastic and a little less permanent, you know, doesn't stick around as long. But that's what I did before my girlfriend's prom, was the purple Manic Panic. It didn't help that I had a very kind of weird hairstyle going on at the same time, where most of my head was like short. Yeah, it was weird. It wasn't weird, it's just, you know, parents don't look kindly on purple hair. They want to see their daughter with some cookie cutter guy that they think is going to take care of their daughter into the future and be successful and secure and all that kind of crap. Well, sorry, that wasn't me. And that's why I'm not married and don't have kids. But I also get up when I want to, I do what I want to, I go out, I have fun when I want to. I don't have anybody to answer to. To me, that's a lifestyle. Not for everybody, but it is. Now if I can just get this YouTube popping, maybe financially I could be doing a little bit better, having more revenue coming in. Sometimes I think about going back to the DJing. Not to blow up and be some big ass DJ, but to get gigs around town, to just earn a couple bucks here and there to help out. So, Yeah, 81 Nana is living with us, but I don't care what she says. Ha! She has dementia. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, so she won't remember when it fades away, right? You know, there's pros and cons to dementia. It's sad for them, but you know, like you said, you kind of find the positive and the negative. There's nothing you can do about the dementia, so you gotta live within it. You can't live without it. It's there. It's not going away. So, I know my grandma, she, at the end, she made it to 93. And, it was like a quick downhill, too. You know, it was pretty sad. But it isn't to me. Death is just part of life. We're all gonna die. I fear life more than I fear death. Because you can't fear something that you don't know, and once it's over, it's over. No more pain and suffering and all that kind of stuff. So, I'm not worried about it, especially being depressed and being in that frame of mind at a time where, like, not suicide, it wasn't thoughts of suicide, but it was thoughts of non-existence, which is kin to, I mean, the next door is the suicidal thoughts once you start thinking about non-existence. I don't want to be here anymore, you know, that kind of deal. Look like some gunk on the end of the brush there, huh? What is that? Is that just a brush? Oh, I think my paintbrush has got a little hook on the end of it. That's interesting. Where's that little sliver I was about to get into? Oh, right here. What should I paint on the Converse? I think Chinese dragons or something. Yeah, like the dragons you see at the parades, and they, you know, the people underneath are holding on to the sections, and they have like that big eyes, and that would be pretty cool, man. I've never drawn one of those. I would imagine it would not be easy. There's a lot of detail in them dragons. So I guess it depends on how detailed you wanted to get on it. But if you like sports and stuff and they're on Converse, you can draw like sports scenes, your favorite sports players. Like, I'm not sure what your skill level is, but sports paraphernalia is usually easy to draw, you know. Inanimate objects are always easier for me to draw than life, still life. Like, humans are hard to paint. To get the anatomy to look right isn't easy. Man, I don't know if I really want to go out or not. I'm such a homebody sometimes. Like, I really don't mind just chilling at home. I always have stuff to do. I think this should be bigger. This little diamond in here. See, but that's such an angle that I can't see it because the way the light is coming right down onto it. I thought LED light would be better, but it's not. It needs a diffuser. I'll let you know if it's me. Oh, my phone's gonna die soon, so I'm gonna plug in and watch the stream on my dad's phone if I can. That's cool. I appreciate it, even if you can't, man. I dig that you stuck around and chit-chat while I'm painting. It's the whole point of streaming, isn't it? Like, I get to paint, and then I get to chit-chat with people instead of just being by myself painting. Oh, I have messages. Oh, yep. Okay, nothing there. Tweet, search, okay, cool. And I actually did use... Bye, JC. Happy New Year. I'm not sure what time it is, what time zone you're in. I'm in Cali, so we're like the last ones to pop for the new year. That's when my friend was like, when are we going? When are we going? Man, it's only 7:30. So we don't get to the clubs usually until 10:30, 11 o'clock. Oh, jeez. Though I think I'm gonna go make myself a quick drink. Though I think I might have a cocktail, New Year's cocktail. Happy New Year's, JC, and I will be right back with the cocktail. All right. I feel like I should use the Sierra Mist just because I have it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's been emotional.
Thank you Mirza TV for the sub.
I'm back. Who's here? Mirza, Happy New Year's, guys. What's going on? I don't know if you're still there, if you're not. But cheers, I just went to go make myself a slight cocktail, you know, New Year's cocktail. New Year's! I don't know if I'm going out yet. I'm so torn because, you know, part of me does, and part of me doesn't. Plus, I hate when it's cold. And then, I'm just a complainer. I'm not a good winter person. Even in San Diego winter, I'm cranky. Where's my sun and heat? And not heat that I gotta pay for. You know. I think that might be better. Alright.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
what do we got?
you.
Oh, Brian.
Thank you.
What's going on, Brian, man? Welcome to the
Being
stream.
emotional.
I appreciate you stopping
Thank you,
by
Brian
and subbing,
Chamberlain, for
man.
the sub.
Yay, man. Happy New Year, brother. We are almost at the end of it here. If you are on the East Coast, you guys are, what, an hour and a half away? 3 hours? It's 10:30? Yeah. So, nobody's passed over the line yet. Not yet. Unless you're overseas. Where you come from, Brian? Oh, you got me. I got jebaited. You jebaited me. I'm talking to you like you a new sub. Oh, that's good stuff. Well, I meant everything I said. All right, Brian. Cheers. Yeah, it just came up, the screaming sub. I appreciate that, man. Even if it's an indirect sub, still looks good on the sub count. I keep putting my head in the damn camera, don't I? I need to lean back. Lean back. You know, like, I like painting, but man, I want to play games too. I bought this cheapo one called the Escape Game. It was like 49 cents in Steam. And it's basically just a screen-by-screen interactive game that you gotta try and escape out of the room or whatever. Like you can go do at places here, you know, in real life. I'm like, you know, it's cheap. The graphics ain't strong, too bad. I'm sure the laptop could play and stream it, so but like kind of itching to play that too. But I want to play when my friend English Lotus is here. I'm not sure if you remember English Lotus. She's been in the chat a lot when I was streaming more often. She's my best friend. She actually lives right down the street from me too. Yeah, man, I need better lighting at the desk for this kind of stuff. Am I in it? Yeah, I am. Yeah. So I think I gotta, when I'm doing this type of painting, I might need to move the location of my camera too, so even if I do lean forward, maybe from the side. That way I don't block the top-down view and obstruct the view for you guys. Not like I'm doing a whole lot that's interesting right now. I mean, I'm really just filling in gray, which is about as fun as the color. It'll look better when I have the other gray colors on it. It'll have more depth. I need to put a little bit more gray paint in the tray. So I might just go until 8 o'clock. I'll call it 8 o'clock. I'm trying to pace myself instead of doing like the 8 to 12 hour streams I was doing there for a while. I think I was burning out a little bit. Like kind of do it in a few hour increments. But I won't work on this piece off camera because I am recording this one from beginning to end to make a time lapse of. So anytime I'm working on this one, it's going to be in front of the camera. So if I'm going to do that, I might as well just turn the camera on because it's just like recording. And at least I get to talk to people at the same time as I'm recording. So that's also, yeah, I don't know if Nugget's still here, but that's also what OBS does. Like you can record at the same time you're streaming and everything. I did sub on this account for you. Oh, yeah, for sure. I got a tripod for Xmas so I can get better angles. Nice! I was lucky to have a friend of mine gift me a tripod a few months ago while we were recording one of the dumpster dive reveal videos. It was totally unexpected. I was surprised by that. Like, super nice friend. You know, didn't ask for it. We don't hang out a whole lot. We've known each other for a long time, you know, through the years, but we didn't really hang out. We've become more friendly recently as we've gotten older and more mature. And he also streams on Twitch, so I'll be gaming with him quite a bit once I get my gaming rig. But he also helps me record my videos. And yeah, he got me a tripod. It was super cool, man. That tripod will come in handy, man. I use mine quite a bit now when I'm recording outside of the house. Holds my GoPro, holds my gimbal. Holds my webcams. Pretty much whatever I needed to do. I mean, I don't use it for this. It's over there because I have like a desk set up for most things. Am I in the picture here? I am. Oh, it's because of the angle. That's why. It's like right above my head here. So anytime I lean forward to get the glare off the canvas, and I inadvertently stick my bill in front of the camera. Now I'm trying to do this little cock-headed twist with my neck to keep my head out of the picture, but I tell you, that's not gonna feel good after a while. I feel like that should be a little bigger. There we go. I'll accept that. That's pretty good. Excuse me. It's a tripod selfie stick. Oh, I know what you're saying. I think I got one of those. Another friend of mine. And does it like fold down to like this little thing? Is it white like mine? Mine's like white. It's got the little tripod legs on it. But yeah, it's like a cell phone tripod. It's cool. I don't really use it yet, but I know at some point it will come in handy. I've been trying to track down a green screen on OfferUp so I can start doing some green screen recording. So basically, I just make it so it looks like I can be anywhere in the world behind me, you know, when I'm doing my dumpster dive reveals. Like, going on location was fun, and I might still do that from time to time, but it's kind of a pain trying to get everybody together, find the location, do it with the right time and the sun and the right angle. With the green screen, I can just do it at home, and then I can just put myself anywhere I want to. Though it won't have some effect on items that have like green color on it, I'm sure. Where am I here? This is a little bump thing. Alright. Yeah. Right there. But yeah, I snowboard, and I've been waiting to make... Oh, nice! I snowboard too! I got my deck right up there. I can't really see it, but yeah, I got it up on the wall here. I didn't make it out last season, and I'm not sure if I'm making it out this season, if I put a little bit more thought into it. But I don't have any immediate friends that also snowboard. It's like friends that I have, but we don't talk and converse, so it's not like they think of inviting me when they go and vice versa, you know. My best friend that I'm with all the time, he doesn't snowboard. He doesn't do much, but like we go out clubbing a lot together, which is what he wants to do tonight too. When he was here, that was my friend that was in the chat earlier saying stupid stuff. He want to go to the party. Our friends are throwing it. It's a big music event. Last year I DJ'd and painted live at the same event. And it's not far from the house. My thing is, I know I don't have to stay all night, but I know if I go out, and sometimes it'll be good, and the next thing I know, I'm partying. Because it's fun and hard to say no when you're around all your friends and you're all having a good time. That's how it works. Friends doing drugs is more peer pressure than any drug itself. Gateway drug, whatever. When you have friends that are doing some stuff, you are more apt to do that same stuff because they're doing it. And that's a slippery slope. Because I know my friends like to dabble with all kinds of stuff. And I'll get there and they'll be like, hey, you want some? And most of the time I'm like, nah, I'm good. And one time I'm like, oh, you know what, alright, a little. And then a little turns into a lot, and then tomorrow I feel like ish. I'm kind of tired of feeling terrible the first day of the year just because I wanted to party so hard at the last day of the year. I've been doing good this week. I've been getting up early. I've been getting out to work earlier, getting home, getting things done, streaming. I like this right now. I want to stay with that. And if I go out and I party, that means tomorrow I'm going to be sleeping all day and it's going to throw everything out the door. So that's part of me is why I'm resisting the going out, because it's a risk if I go out. And I know everybody like, well, don't you have any self-control? Most of the time, but not all of the time. I have one too many drinks, and then it's easy to say yes to everything else, because it's a gateway. It's a risk. Like, I went out on Christmas Eve and it didn't turn out good. The alcohol didn't hit me, like, well, the alcohol was fine, but the depression, I got into a heavy conversation with my friend, and next thing I know, I lost my composure, and I'm yelling and screaming and punching my friend and punching buildings. Look at, I'm still healing. It's not good when you're in that type of instability with your emotions, and that's sort of where I've been. I even said it too. I was like, I don't want to go out. I feel like I don't want to be out. I don't trust it. And then my friend was like, come on, just a little bit. And I did. And he kept giving me drinks. And then next thing I know, I lost my shit. And I'm not proud of it. I'm usually better at controlling my tempers and my emotions. But I had some anger built up inside, I guess, needed to pop off. Because I popped the F off. I'll tell you. I don't know who won, the building or me. I'm sure the building is doing better than I am. And luckily I wasn't really hitting my friend like directly. I was flailing a lot. So I wasn't like, you know, I wasn't trying to beat him up. I was just angry. It's been a long time since I've screamed so loud too, like at the top of my lungs, just let it rip. Now that's something that I used to do that might help, JC, when you're feeling those sort of negative emotions. I remember when I was younger, living at my mother's house. I lived near Providence College, so it was kind of easy, but I'd go like find the most secluded baseball field or something like that, and I would just yell as hard and for as long as I can, just a visceral raw ah, for as long as you can. I mean, till you're exhausted of breath. And I guarantee you'll feel better after you do that. There's something about just letting it rip. Just let it all out. One just... Man, it feels good. I forget who... It was somebody's advised to do that. I forget who it was. I'm not sure if it was a therapist. My mother had me in, you know, seeing counselors and therapy at a young age. She thought, like, the divorce between her and my dad, you know. And to be honest, I really don't think that bothered me all that much. At least I don't feel like it. I don't remember it like it did or not. And I'm fine with, you know, my parents being divorced. They are humans. If they weren't happy together, don't stay together on my account. I'll survive. So, oh my god, my mom teaches that thing, the slippery slope. I learned that, yep, the slippery slope, man. Life is full of them. Now, most of them are only slippery because you get on it and you ride it while you complain about it instead of getting off of the damn thing. But you'll learn that in life. You know, as humans, we're sort of glutton for punishments. We love to beat ourselves up. We love to feel inferior to others. We compare ourselves to other people a lot, and that doesn't help. You can never compare yourself to another. Your life is absolutely and utterly unique to yourself. Your problems in life might be the same as others and things like that, but how you feel them, how you respond to them, how you react, that's all unique to you. So when you feel like you're the only one out there, you really ain't that special. I ain't special. Nobody's special. We all messed up. We all have our highs and lows. But it's how we accept or deny that those those emotions or whatever. Like most people will want to sit around and deny their depression I don't want to be depressed. I hate my depression, whatever. And you know what? That'll keep your depression there, because that's an anger. You are complaining about something you don't have control over. But when you choose to say, okay, I'm depressed. I am like that right now. It's only right now. Won't be there forever. Accept the depression. Allow it to be at that moment, and it will move through a hell of a lot quicker than, I don't want it. And you stay angry at it all the time. That will keep it around. But you say, you know what, Lord, universe, whatever, I'm depressed today. It sucks. Life sucks today. Tomorrow will be better. That's it. You sort of you learn to give yourself words of encouragement. And don't just think it. You got to say these words. They got to come out and then go back into your ear. Just thinking positive things doesn't work. Say positive things. The vibration has to happen. I have done better with not beating myself up with stuff, calling myself names when I make a mistake or something like that. That's not good to do either. Like you do something stupid, even if it's not stupid, and you're just like, I'm so stupid. Just saying that, like I said, when you say that verbally, it goes out and comes back in. You kind of believe yourself when you hear it. So don't say it. Don't say negative things about yourself. It's not good. You say, oh well, I made a mistake, I'm human. I learned from that mistake, I won't do it again. And then you move on. Yeah, my friend Jameson's dad died and he doesn't really remember him, so it doesn't bother him death doesn't really bother me. I don't cry too much about death. But when you're young and you don't, it doesn't affect you. So I think I was like 4 or 5 when my parents split, and that is before the age of cognizance at 7, where you start to remember things. So I don't think I don't remember it. But when your parents divorce and you're like 10, 11 years old, and your whole life has been them, and now they're split up, that is way more difficult than when you're younger and you don't quite understand the nuances of what's happening. But when you're old enough to understand that your parents don't want to be together, it's not easy for a teenager, a young kid after 7 years old to deal with. Like I said, death is part of life. It's going to happen, and the older you get, the more frequent it starts happening. So you're just going to be prepared for that, You love these people, but they're going to a better place now. You had a good time with them. You try to hold on to the positives and keep them in a positive light. Helps for me. I think when you get sort of grounded with your own emotions, things like that tend to not rock your world so hard either, because you've already sort of been mentally prepared for it, understanding that it's going to be inevitable. This is just going to happen. It's only a matter of when. Grandparents, godparents, grandparents, parents, siblings, best friends, throughout life. That's all it's going to be, is you're going to turn around and someone's going to be gone. That's why they always say, make sure you say I love you to whoever, reach out. Don't let petty things get between you and people you care about. Because if you're in the middle of not talking during that petty thing and one of you passes away, the other one is going to be devastated, because you're going to realize that what you were fighting about was nowhere near as important as your actual living being. So be more forgiving with people too when they make mistakes. Yeah, it's like when Billy from Stranger Things' parents split up. He was after 7 years old. Yeah, he got so mad. You see it all the time. young teenage kids, when their parents split, it's the most difficult time. Now, if the kid gets beyond like 14, 15, and you start becoming more of an adult, at that point, it doesn't hit you because now you're understanding the nuances of life, and your parents are probably not the first experience of loss you've had at that point. But that age, that 8 to 11, 13 bubble, man, that's traumatizing for a child. The parents split. That child might not ever have healthy relationships, depending on how the parents were before the split. Were they angry and yelling all the time, and that's what you were exposed to all the time? Then you're more apt to be that way when you start having a family. That's how that works. It just trickles down. It's what you were raised in, so it's just natural. So when parents are not healthy with each other and they have a kid, the best thing to do is to split. Don't force that anger just for the kid, because the kid will pick that up, and then that will become the kid's relationships later on in life. You're better off splitting apart and letting the kid go through all that anger and everything, because he will get older and he will understand why later on in life. But you're just going to have to deal with the kicking and screaming in the meantime. Now, it's not good when parents use the child as bargaining or or as ammo towards each other. Use the kid to attack or make the other parent feel bad. My mother used to try and get me to tell my dad to stop smoking weed when I was a kid. And I did it because, you do what your parents tell you. And then once I got old enough to realize my dad is going to do whatever the hell he wants to do, and by me going in there and trying to tell him to stop because my mother wanted him to stop, wasn't doing anything for anybody. So I told my mother, no, I'm not telling him what to do anymore. You don't want him to do it, you tell him. I'm not the chip. You don't play me like a pawn in a chess game. But that's what happens with a lot of parents when they split up. The parent wants the kid to love them more than the other parent, because the parents just are so angry at each other, and their egos are just driving the ship, that they only see the kid as some type of commodity. So one parent starts buying the kids more presents or being nicer or whatever it is, trying to win the kid's affection. So when the kid goes home and says, well, mommy or daddy lets me do that or whatever, and the other parent gets all pissed off because they feel like they're losing their child, that's not good either. When in fact, when your parents split up and then they become happy with other people, and those other people are in your life and they are willing to give you their time to help raise you, and you're not even their child, now you have 4 parents. You are 4 times as to be a better person in the long run. As long as it's healthy. Now, like I said, there's a lot of dysfunction out there. I hated my stepmother when I was a teenager. She was too strict. She didn't let me get away with anything. Now that I'm an adult, I respect her more than I ever did. I have a wonderful relationship with her when we communicate like 2 adults. And I understand everything that she did was for my own benefit. And I'm better because of it. As much as I hated her when I was younger, because I just didn't know better. But I turned out better in the end for it. Plain and simple. When you have important people in your life that care about you, you're better off for it. Even if your parents are not together, doesn't matter. As long as they still love you, and they always will, that's all that matters. And you usually get more presents. Having 2 homes to go to. Hee hee. 2 sets of grandparents. Now you have 4 sets of grandparents. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you gotta find the pros in anything, the positive. My parents broken up, it sucks. But I get more presents, I get more love, I get more education. You know, it's like, it's not a bad thing. It's better your parents be with somebody that they love and you see that, than to be with somebody that they hate and you see that. And now my mom and my dad never really, they never really became close friends again after, they didn't talk a lot and, all that stuff. And that's understandable. They don't hate each other, they have their own lives. But my sister's father, they're divorced, but yet, he's still a big part in my mother's life. They go to church together, they're not together anymore in a physical manner, but they are still very prevalent in each other's lives as friends, and that's a beautiful thing. I'm actually I believe that I could honestly say that if I bumped into any of my ex-girlfriends, I don't think we'd have any animosity towards each other, or any ill will, or any resentment, or anything like that. I think we would, at that point, then become friends again, outside of what it is. Because having that person in your life sometimes is more important than just having them in your life. And sometimes it's not going to be in the capacity that you want, but don't ruin it by going and trying to get more than what you get, because then you won't have any in the end. They will leave. So be happy with what you got with something, because it might not be there tomorrow. I've done that with girlfriends. I liked them so much and I wanted more out of them that I tried pushing them into things that they didn't want to do, and then I ended up without them, instead of just being happy with who they were and accepting them for who they are, because now I'm sad I don't have them in my life anymore at all. Well, I'd rather have a friend in my life than nothing. Okay, so we weren't meant to be together in a relationship, but we were friends. Like, there's a reason why we were in a relationship. You like each other, you click, there's something about it. Why would you not want to have that friend in your life, even though you're not together in a relationship? It does, but we get caught up in stupid stuff. I'm putting away the dishes right now, but I have the Samsung Gallery buzzing so I can listen. Right on, man. I am rambling on about a bunch of stuff, dude. Like, I hope I'm not boring the hell out of you. Because, like, I am just going on like I'm a therapist. But I've been through a lot of life, and I have a lot of knowledge and advice to give to those that might be able to use it to help them deal with it a little bit better than I had to when I first was experiencing these adult emotions. Life is a crazy, crazy thing, man. You gotta try and find enjoyment as much as possible, because a lot of it is not going to be. Once you have your first bill and bank account, you'll start to feel it. You mean I gotta pay? I don't want to pay. That's my money. No, it's not. Not anymore, it isn't. You got taxes out the yin-yang, insurance out the yin-yangs. Oh my lord. And then the electricity bill. There's always the damn electricity bill. Time is it? Is it 8? Oh, it's after 8 already? Shoot. Oh, we got some more pop-up. Oh, pay attention. Board shelves. I pay attention to what I need to pay attention to. I'm on a good rant tonight. You're missing it. You might have learned something. You could have got learnted. Thought you were taking a nap. Well, at this point, I'm at least going to finish painting in the gray, and then I'll call it. I mean, you got to accomplish something tonight. That's just a flat pair.
If you are too demanding, too greedy, your mind is not rich and self-sufficient.
This is a good listen to this.
When your mind becomes demanding, and you long for something,
I'm serious.
you end up violating your own precepts. Not to tell lies, not to steal, not to kill, not to be immoral.
We were just talking about this. In
Keep your original mind. Precepts will keep themselves. The beginner's mind is the mind of compassion. When our mind is compassionate, it is boundless.
When the mind is passionate, it's boundless.
Always be a beginner.
Never think you know what you don't know. And I ain't talking about math. I'm talking about life. So many times you think, man, I know. Man, no you don't. Most of the time you won't. I grew up thinking I knew. And I learned that I knew a whole lot of nothing. I still learning I don't know nothing. 44 and still don't know nothing. I don't even know how to use double negatives correctly. Nope, I got the liquor store right here. You've been practicing the Mortal Kombat, Harvey? Come on now. Leave the PlayStation at your house for nothing. Better be practicing. Sitting around instead of snoozing. Should be getting good is what you should be doing. Pew, 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 pew. It's coming. You ready? After the break. Pew, 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 pew. I thought it was coming up sooner, but I guess not. Are we at the end of the song, maybe? I thought we had one more verse. Yeah, there it is. Seriously, you should do therapy. You know, that's a lot of schooling that I won't do. A lot of books knowledge that I can't stand. And a lot of, like, what do they call them? Subsidizes or standardizes tests or whatever they call them. Like, nope. I did want to be a counselor. I was going to school for that for a while, but I realized that I sucked at English, and I'm not good at writing, and I did so bad in my English class that I actually stopped going to school. This was in high school. This was just city classes at college here in San Diego. So it wasn't like I just quit everything. I was only taking a couple classes, but I did. I got so frustrated that I did so bad in English that I didn't continue to follow the degree. Yeah, I was butthurt, man. I learned that I couldn't write for shit. Essays, theories, theses, whatever it is, man. The only time I ever felt like I was writing good is when I was reading a lot of fiction books. And my emails, when I was writing email correspondence, I feel like my writing was a little bit on point. But not not grammatically, not spelling. Just maybe the words I was using were a little better. But I sought out counseling. I asked a teacher for help. I just couldn't get it, man. I just couldn't get it. And I got frustrated. If things don't come to me easily, I get frustrated. I've learned that in my life. I'm usually naturally good at most things that I do. So if I'm not, I get frustrated. And typically I would have thrown in the towel, but I honestly was fighting for this. I mean, I was seeking help from friends and what do they call tutors, and I was putting my best effort in, and nobody could give me the answer I needed to unlock whatever it was that was stopping me from able to grasping how to write correctly. Derp, derp, derp. But I learned that it's not the most important thing in life. I'm a good person. I enjoy my life for the most part. Poor as I am, it's okay. I've done a lot of things that a lot of people have not done, and there's a lot of things I haven't done that some people have done, and you just can't compare. You do what you can, and then you're done. But you can't go out saying, "Oh, I didn't do this" or whatever. Well, you got no time to do it at that point, so either do it now or shut up. You only have so much time here. Don't spend it talking about the things you didn't do. Spend it doing the things you want to do or can do. And if you can't do right away, figure out how to get to where you need to be. And that's it. And then you don't have no problems in life. That's it. There's solutions to every problem, but there's no solutions to complaints. So again, don't sit around complaining about what is, but get up and do something and make it what is. I might make a video tonight for New Year's, but I don't know. Do it, man. If you're just chilling at home, do it. I can't stress it enough. The whole, I think I'm gonna do this. Do it. Straight up. I can't stress it more. You think you want to do something, then do it. But if you have a lot of things you think you want to do, make a list, and then just do something on the list. And then when that's done, you got something. You already have something else in line because you got a list. You don't even have to think about what you want to do next. It's right there. Easy peasy, yo. Oh, you gotta go? I'm gonna chat with you, but my dad's phone is almost dead. Alright, dude. I'm glad you hung out, man. This is enjoyable. I kind of needed to just chit-chat and chill, too, man. So, I appreciate it. I hope it helps in any way, Like I said, any knowledge and experience that I have, if I can pass it on to help anybody else deal with it better, then so be it, man. So, Happy New Year's, brother, man. And, paint those shoes, color your hair, and make a video. Those are 3 things that I'm going to be looking for in 2020 from you. When our mind's compassionate, it's boundless. I love that saying. always be a beginner.
very, very careful at this point.
That is definitely something I learned at an early age, is retain a child's state of mind and be amazed by the world around you. Viewing it as it's the first time you've ever viewed it. Almost. Man, yeah, I still need more gray. See you, man. For sure, man. Happy New Year's. Oh, almost, but I'm gonna have to put just the tiniest little squirt. Oh, it's a little dinkle. It's a little dinkle. I knew I was going to do that. Let's stop using that. I use this tiny one for those areas. Oh, my hand's shaky. All right. Am I missing anything? I always am. There'll be one little dinky spot or something that I forgot, because that's typically how that goes. I think right. So I don't want to get my hand. Oh, that's all wet. That's the dark color, and I think that's gonna do it for this stream here. Colored in the gray. Tomorrow, New Year's Day, I'm gonna try and see if I can continue this hustle and stream regularly if I can. So I appreciate everybody that came by, hung out, chit-chatted with me. Had some great conversations tonight. Some deep stuff, some therapeutic things. It's a nice way to go out on the last day of the year. I know I've been a little MIA lately, but I really do appreciate all the subscribers that I've, that sub to my channel throughout this year. It's pretty crazy, and I want to get back in, get the ball rolling, get some videos, get some content. And just be excited for 2020, because the end of 2019 didn't feel so great. It started off cool, but yeah, it was like a downhill. So let's turn it around. Let's start climbing back up that hill, man. All right, Happy New Year's, everybody.